We have to talk about one of the biggest elephant in the room. You get very smooth power, but you won't be shoved in your seat or anything like that. What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to Kevin on Cars. My name is Kevin, and today we have ourselves a Range Rover Evoque. So let's get started. Alright, first let's talk a little bit of the exterior of this car. So when you're standing right in front of it, you'll instantly recognize that this is a Range Rover. You will not mistake of it from its sheer presence, the size, and obviously the Range Rover logo in the front. And when you're going back to the rear, you can also again see the Range Rover's logo and the iconic boxy design of the rear. Standing next to the car on the side, you'll see that it has a sloped roof. So this is kind of like a coupe SUV. It's like modern SUVs like to do that. In my opinion, it looks pretty cool. It gives it a nice touch to the overall shape and aerodynamics of the car, and makes it look more sporty compared to like the GLC or the Bmw X5. However, we have to talk about one of the biggest elephant in the room, which is the power. This car lacks power. With its 4-liter turbocharged engine, it only produces 238 horsepower, and that doesn't sound like very little, but this car weighs it's around 4,000 pounds, so it's very, very heavy. So like here, if I floor it, you get very smooth power, but you won't be shoved in your seat or anything like that. And in my opinion, if you're paying around over $40,000 for an luxury SUV, you should probably have a little bit more power than this. Also, I would like to talk about a little bit about the gearbox. Well, first of all, the gear lever is almost the exact shape as ones in the BMW. Transmission itself is extremely smooth. When you're going up a gear, as long as you're not flooring it, you won't feel the gear change. So it's like you have one gear the whole time. One more thing about the transmission is that it has manual control. So if you pop it left, so now you're in manual. Right now I'm in first gear, shift down, second gear. Oh no, I was in second gear, now I'm in third. So you can downshift. Nice. So overall, this shifting, it's really smooth, but it comes at a cost of being slow. So yeah. So usually I would just put it back into D, let the car shift for itself, because it's not really fun shifting on your own anyways. So just let the car do it. Another thing, one of the main thing, is that this car is extremely quiet from the inside. So when you're driving, whether you're going 30 or 70 or 100, you always feel like you're going 30, because it just completely insulate you from the outside. And another thing that helps this kind of insulation is the suspension setup. So the suspension is extremely soft, and you're riding very smoothly through any kind of bumps and imperfections along the road. So speaking of driving, I have to talk a little bit about the steering and how it handles. So for the handling, this car is extremely high. So there's an enormous amount of body roll when you're going through corners, but the benefit of having this kind of soft and high suspension is that, first of all, you're sitting above everyone else. Like when I'm looking at the car in front of me, I'm looking down at them. And second of all, because of this soft suspension, you get that ride quality I was talking about before. And for the steering itself is extremely light and actually pretty accurate. But obviously this is not a sports car, so it's obviously not as good as steerings in cars like my Mini JCW or some Golf GTI, etc. Oh, there's another Evoque. Alright, go here. Yeah, really smooth. Really smooth. Oh, and also this car has start stop. So as you can hear, the car actually cuts its power and shut down the engine when you go into a stoplight, when it just fully stops. And it will really quickly start up the engine again when you put on when you tap the accelerator. And this is a pretty cool feature. It saves a little bit of gas and also makes it extremely quiet when you're in a stop. Right now, there we go, perfect silence. And then start again really quick. Oh, and also one more thing about the interior I really like is these stalks for the turning signal and also the windshield wiper. So like this, the click is extremely satisfying. It feels really high quality. And at the end of the stick is made of aluminum, so again, quality. And also the sound of the blinker also sounds really nice too. It has that really cool beat to it. And yeah, as you can hear. And on the steering wheel itself, you have a very clean layout of, on the left side you can change menu settings, and also you can answer phone calls and do voice command. On the right side it's all about cruise control, so you can set cruise control to a specific speed, increase the speed, decrease the speed, resume, and you can cancel the cruise control right here. So in addition to the cruise control, it also has lane keep, which keeps the car in lane when you're on the highway. So you can pretty much just let free of both your feet and also your hands, and it will just keep the car in lane. Oh shit, no, that car's way too close. Compared to its German competitors, it lacks power. So for example, the Q5 has like 260 horsepower, and Mercedes and BMW have around 250 something. And those cars are, you can feel that it's faster in this car. However, this car wins in the exterior design, in my opinion, because obviously exterior is subjective. What I feel is that because I like more sporty cars, so compared to the other SUVs, this car looks much more aggressive and more sporty. And also in terms of prestige, I mean obviously the badge, but also the overall looks from the outside, you look like it has more presence on the road compared to its competitors. Oh yeah, speaking of competitors, there's a competitor, the Bmw X5, and also like the Mercedes GLC and the Audi's Q5. All these cars are just over 40 grand, and oh my gosh, why am I keep having this, forgetting to. So that pretty much wraps up today's video. If you like these kind of videos, please hit the like button, and if you want to watch more of these reviews, and me driving on back roads, please subscribe to the channel, Camel on Car. And as always, drive safe, have fun. See you guys next time.